Heidi ho, my peeps! It is Wednesday afternoon, darling. Evening. What day is it?
You know, either Tuesday or Wednesday.
Grant doesn't know what day it is either.
Well, I've been thinking about it. Is it Tuesday or Wednesday?
Whatever day it is, it's a wonderful day and a wonderful evening.
I think it's Wednesday.
Grant says it's Wednesday, and I believe him.
No, I'm sorry.
See, I believe in him even when he's wrong. That's how much I love you, sweetie. I believe you even when you're wrong. It's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
Okay. Another great day. Another great day. I'm just brimming with positivity. But let me do a little show and tell before I get into the day. First of all, this side. I get my left and right messed up, so I see that and I think it's there, but it's really here. Anyhow, I put this flower on a comb back, and I think it just really turned out beautifully. I love it. So I just wanted to show you that. I'm going to take it out now. Just perfect. I'm going to make a bunch of these. I love these. I was thinking it would be neat to do a bridal bouquet and then take it to my friend who has a bakery and see if he thinks he could kick some business my way doing these as bridal bouquets. Anyhow, so I want to show you that. So I spent most of my crafting time this early afternoon putting pin backs and comb backs and clip backs on the rest of the flowers that I had made. So I got that out of the way. Then I worked on this little shoe for a while. I'm not quite done, but I really like the way this one's coming out. This is all in neutrals. I still have some embellishments to put back in there and a few little embellishments to go, up inside here. Then, of course, my little labels that I make for the sides and everything. So this will be done tonight, but I really like this. I wanted to do some that were just neutrals. It didn't have any colors on them per se. So there you go. Worked on that. Another thing I've been making, I haven't figured out how to use them yet. I took copper wire and I made this little armature that you can see, and then I took my moss from the Dollar Tree, soaked it in a little bit of watered down Mod Podge, and then formed it into this little nest. I think the nest is so cute. I'm not sure what project I'm going to use this on. I'm looking for here it is. Yet, but I'm sure I will come up with some project. Whoa. String is hanging to it. Some project where I can have my little bird sitting in its little nest in some kind of project. So that is that's being worked on now. Okay, so after I was done doing some of this, Grant and I decided to go to town, and I had another one of those days. I was on my feet, running, doing great. First I went to the bank. I did my banking. Then we went to Tuesday morning, again, only we went to a different one. I went to the big one yesterday, but today we went to the smaller location. And in a way it was sort of a relief, because even though there was a good amount of stuff to look at, it wasn't overwhelmingly packed the way the other one was. And so I could kind of relax and, kind of look at stuff. Anyhow, I hauled a bunch of stuff from, not a bunch, but some stuff from there that I want to share with you. I'm not really into doing haul videos that much anymore, but since this is all germane to my latest project in my life, getting the store ready, I just want to take you along with all the things that I do. So let me show you what I got at Tuesday morning. All right. Now, first up, my kid who is in college is feeling kind of low right now. He's older than a lot of his classmates. He's pushing 40 and they're all mid-20s or younger. And it's just really tough. He's kind of a conservative guy. He's going to a very liberal college, living in a very liberal town in very liberal Northern California. So he's not finding his tribe there at all. He's working awfully hard, head down, studying hard, 18 units. Um, you know, he just picked up a minor that he's working on in addition to his major. So he's been a little bit down. And so I'm going to send him a care package. Part of why he's down is he has almost no money. And, just getting from week to week is tough. And, I kick him down to 20 every once in a while. But, you know how it is in college. It's hard. So anyhow, I thought I would send him a care package. And so I'm going to show you some of the stuff I got. Although I'm not going to send him this. I'm keeping this for us. The Ghirardelli caramel from Tuesday morning. Okay, now let me show you some of the craft stuff. I found some more of the Paris napkins. They didn't have this size at the other store, and this is a beautiful size for doing what I do. As a matter of fact, I'm working on a possible special order, using this particular napkin. So then I found this wonderful napkin that's got the peonies on it and the carnation. I thought it was wonderful. And the bee. I just thought it was beautiful. I found this with the grapefruits. I thought that was adorable. More of the Paris. I found the cherry blossom, the sakura, I think is what this is called, in this pink color. I had gotten a cherry blossom in the kind of the ivory, so I thought this was nice. A little quieter. Okay, so then I got for $5 this set of brushes. I have a lot of brushes, but I go through them pretty quickly. Using the Mod Podge, it really tears them up because you have to wash them constantly and blah, blah. So that was great for $5. Then I found, this was a find. This was a find for $5. It's the Fiskars 1-inch circle punch for thick material. Now, I do a lot of aluminum cans. I'll punch through those, or thick cardstock, stuff like that. That's what this is for. Excellent deal. It says they're $20. I don't know what you actually buy them for at Joann's, but I imagine even with a coupon you're going to pay about $10 for this thing. So I thought that was wonderful. Very needed object. I also found, I normally buy these at the dollar store. I haven't seen, like the Dollar Tree. I haven't seen them in a long time there. And these have about twice as many for $2. These are the pearl stickers, the half pearl stickers. I got 3 packages of those. When I make cards, I will often use little flat back rhinestones and little flat back pearls to accent the cards. So that and I'm out, so that's wonderful. Then for $2.99, I found a set of stamps that I adore. Look at this. Look at the little antique-y things. The gramophone, the dress form. I love the bird, the butterfly. I just think it's adorable. So card making is coming up. So this is going to work. I have a lot of stamps, but a lot of them are kind of dated. They're from the 80s and 90s. So the artwork is, it's not like up-to-date artwork. So that was that. Now, remember I told you that I've got one kind of large baby shoe that I'm going to do something a little different with. I want to paint it in a crackly finish, and I'm going to paint it turquoise. Now, this turquoise is twice as bright as what I'm going to actually end up with. I'm going to pastel this out with some white paint, but it was $1.19, and turquoise is a color I use a lot, so I figured I might as well pick this up. I might have a little some left, but if I do, it's from 20 years ago, so who knows what it's like on the inside of the container. All right, now normally I wouldn't do this, but I thought this was so cute. And you do the math, and it ends up being 50 cents per card. I think it's 50 cents per card. It's this create a card kit. I'm trying to get the, yeah. And it has all sorts of beautiful little embellishment things in there. I'll show you the back side so you can see some of the components in there. And I thought to myself, you know what? I am totally out of greeting cards that are acceptably attractive. Most of my greeting cards are really nasty. And I thought this would be kind of fun. Just, you know, I don't have to think. It's all the creativity's been done for you. I'll slap them together. I got 12 of them for $6, so that is 50 cents a card. And so I just thought it would be fun. So I picked that up. Now, let's see. All right. Oh, I got a bunch more snacky things, but there's no reason to show you all that stuff. Some of it we're keeping here, and some of it I'm sending to my son. So in addition to all the stuff I showed you, I also got some snackies to put in my snack holes. I need to sew some snack holes onto this my shirt so I have a place to put my snacks. All right, so we left Tuesday morning and we went to 99-cent store. I love 99-cent stores. That is one of my absolute favorite places to go. Now, another thing I'm not going to bore you with is the food that I got there, but I got things like cheese, sour cream, vegetables. I got radishes and broccoli and cauliflower because I want to make a broccoli cauliflower soup, and a few other, food items. I got a bunch more stuff to put in the care package to my son. I tried to pick out like imported cookies or crackers or snacky things, granola bars, stuff like that. So I did that, and then I came around a corner, and what did I see but this? I fell in love. I fell in love. I said, Grant, look at that neato candle holder. They had a bunch of them. I said, those crystals look like they're made of glass. So I picked one of these things up, and one of these crystals was broken and sticking out on one of the others. And I took it and I tapped it on my teeth because that's how I check. And sure enough, they're glass, and it's beautiful. And it was, I think, $8, but it was marked down, so I'm not exactly sure how much I paid. I'll have to look. I got 2 of them, and you know what I was thinking? Okay, this is gold, regular gold, but I was thinking about going to the hardware store and picking up some rose gold spray paint, taking out these little dealies or just masking them over, and spray painting it a little bit with rose gold, so it's a mottled gold and rose gold. I thought that would be really, really pretty. I will probably use them for a while and then take them to the store and sell them. So, but that is not all. Okay. They also had these, and this was supposed to be $3.99, but even this was marked down, so I'm not sure, again, what I paid for it. I thought this was wonderful. What a neat thing to put. Even like those simple jar candles that don't have any labels, you get them for cheap. You can put the jar candle down in here. It would just be beautiful. So, a bit of a splurge, but I just thought it was neat. Now, this looks like way mid-century, which is sort of not my aesthetic, but it's also, I don't know, kind of, I forgot what they call it. Hollywood Regency, I think is what they call it. And I actually have several Hollywood Regency pieces. So I thought, yeah, this is cool. This is going to work. Plus, my molding around my the top of my walls is, my crown molding is gold. So I thought it would work. They also had them in silver. The silver would have looked really cool too, but I stuck with the gold. Okay, so what else did I buy? All right. You can't go to the 99-cent store during a holiday season, as this is Halloween and fall, and not walk down the seasonal aisle. And when you walk down the seasonal aisle, you tend to put things in your cart that you wouldn't normally. Well, here's my guy. Here's my big old black crow. I should probably make a little shoulder thing so I could walk around the store with this guy on my shoulder. I just loved him. Big old ugly plastic guy, but I love the look in his eye. He means business, but he's also kind of gentle too. So he had to come home with me. And he needed a companion, another avian companion. So he has this guy as his friend. I just loved him. I thought he was just adorable. Now, I love coyotes for lots of reasons, but vultures are really my spirit animal. Love vultures. So, there we go. Got myself a vulture. Now, but that's not all. I also love all these funny skeletons that you're seeing, you know, dog skeletons, cat skeletons, all kinds of skeletons. Well, I found this duo, and I thought they were hilarious. You've got the cat, and you've got the dog or coyote, woof woof, and they are glow in the dark. So, I guess I'm going to be doing a little tiny bit of Halloween decorating this year. Just by accident, because I happened to walk down the Halloween aisle. Then I've got a bunch of junk for my kid. I got him some Nutter Butter Bites and some almond cookies, because one of the things we used to love to do together was go to Chinese restaurant buffets. We'd both be depressed, and we both eat too much when we're depressed, so we'd go to a Chinese buffet and, you know, cry into our almond cookies together. So I'm going to send him those. I found some Triscuits, poppy seed, garlic, and onion. I thought that would be a nice addition to send to him. I got him some of these little things, these panda cookies that I'd gotten in a munch pack a while back. I thought he might enjoy those. Okay, that's all. Now, that's all the stuff that I'm going to send him. Now, in it, oh no, wait, these little Knott's Berry Farm raspberry cookies. All right. Then I want to take those tiny little chilies I showed you guys the other day and make up a skillet full of hot chili oil, which is one of my favorite things to do. So I'm going to, cook those up, as well as these chili pods. So I'm going to be making quite... You run those through the blender usually, and then heat them up in the hot skillet with the oil. So that's going to be wonderful. Now, what else did I find? Oh, found another craft knife. Grant gave me a whole set of them, but I don't want to go through them too quickly, so I got one that's definitely disposable. I also got, what's this? Oh, mascara, and I bought it strictly because I loved the packaging. I thought it was so great. Sherry Moya, I don't know who that is. That's probably some Instagram influencer. Anyway, I just thought it was really, really neat, and I'm out of mascara. I might put that on while I'm talking to you. Also, it is scrunchie time again, and so I picked up some elastic so I can make some scrunchies. And that's about all of that. I think that covers it. So, another great day. When we were done at 99-cent store, I was ready to go. I thought, well, gosh, I'm out, and it's not time for stores to close yet. Maybe I'll go to Joann's and pick up some more of the chiffon that I've almost used up. But I thought, you know what? No, I'm going home. I'm going to put this stuff away. do my little Halloween display over on the pump organ, and get all of my kids' stuff in a box, and you know, kind of wind down for the day. Um, I just don't know where this energy is coming from. I just don't know. All I'd had today before we went out was a cup of coffee that Grant made for me. Oh, Grant's coffee. He makes great coffee, but it's what he tarts it up with that's so wonderful. He put a scoop of chocolate ice cream in the coffee this morning. So that's like, instead of cream and sugar, the chocolate ice cream, and it's wonderful. So that was breakfast and lunch, and then we swung by my favorite Chinese restaurant. They built it. It's been in the same shopping center since they built the shopping center when I was 6. I've always loved this place, even after we moved out of that neighborhood and moved, into what used to be out in the country, and now we were 10 miles away from the old neighborhood. Even then, I would beg my mom to take me to get Chinese food from this place. So Chinese food is what we had for dinner tonight, and it was really wonderful. And I'm still raring to go. I'm going to clean this area up a little bit, and I'm going to do some crafting after I put stuff away. So just really, really feeling good. I've been getting a lot of questions about whether I'm going to do sell things online, have an online store or whatever. And the answer to that is yes. About the same time that I launch my store, open my store, I'll be launching the Etsy site at about the same time. So the same kinds of products will be reflected in both the online and bricks and mortar store. So yes is to the answer to that question, and I will do an entire video just about that. I've also had requests for 2 tutorials. The making of that little fuzzy flower that I showed you, that was on the comb. I'm going to do that tutorial, even though there are tons of tutorials out there about how to make these things. But I melt the edges differently than anyone I've seen. So I want to share my edge melting technique with you. It works particularly good on this really wispy chiffon. So I am going to do that as a tutorial. I've also been asked to do a tutorial on the napkin switch plate covers. Even though I've explained how I do it, I'll go ahead and do that tutorial too. They're easy to do, but there's some tricky techniques, especially when you go to doing the cutting of the out of the holes in the screw, the places where the screws go in, and then trimming on the back side. There's different ways you can do it. I found a way that I really, really like, so I want to share that with you as well. So those are going to come up here pretty quick. And I guess that's all. So, boy, I think I've uploaded 1 video already today, and this is number 2. Something's happening. Something is happening, and I have boundless energy. So I'm taking advantage of it while I can. I hope everybody out there is having a